Meowing. Audio test. Meow, meow, meow. Today I don't have a ton of patience, so probably gonna be doing a lot of banning if things get out of hand. Otherwise, this is probably gonna be a pretty long stream. Yeah, a long stream. I'll probably take a bunch of breaks though, for the sake of focus. Yeah. I forget where I was exactly. Oh, 60. That's right. 660. There was one thing I didn't do that I wanted to do today, which was um oh yeah, taxes. Okay, there's provincial sales tax from the provinces, and there's goods and service tax, which applies nationally. Every province except Alberta has implemented provincial sales tax or harmonized sales tax. The federal GST rate is 5%, so let's just do 5%. Man, I need a consultant. Hurry up. So, let's see. Instead of cost, we want sales tax. Cost including tax. Or cost after. I think including is fine. It's a bit long though. Then we're gonna implement that. It'll be this cost times 1.05. So 5% of $10 is half of 10%, which is 50 cents. But this is not $10, this is $11. So we should expect the tax to be like a bit above 50 cents. We could probably calculate exactly what it would be, huh? Okay, 1098 times times 1.05. Do I have paper? Should I do it? Should I do it loud? It's 40. That's 0. 5 times 9. 45. Plus 4. 49. 90. 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 4. 490. I think this is wrong already. I don't know how to do it in my head. My brain hurts. I'll do it on paper. 1098 times 1.05. 49. 5 zeros. That's 4, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 8, 9, 0, 1. And we get 0, 9, 4. This 8 is 12. That's 15. 1, 1. 1529. But I don't know how Python's function works, so it's either going to be 1153 or 1152. I don't know how the round function works. Okay. Oops. Expected an indented block after the statement on 13. Did I accidentally delete too much yesterday? No, I just don't need this because I'm not printing anything. Okay, let's try this again. We're 67, 11. Yeah, 1153. Okay, so it does round. That's good to know. But then also it's good to know that we can get rid of these lines. I don't know how long it's gonna be today. I'm updating the program I worked on yesterday to include sales tax because I forgot to do it. You shouldn't take advice from me because I don't know what I'm doing. That's the only tips I have. Don't take advice from a cat girl on the internet. That also goes for financial advice. Do not take financial advice from cat girls on the internet. Okay, let's see. Meow, meow, meow. I think I'm pretty happy with this. I think. Oh, wait, I have to fix it. So this is gonna be 11. 53. Yeah, I'm really happy with it now. What curriculum are you following? Right now I'm using Launch School's curriculum. I really like them. But they're a bit unaffordable, but I am using them. And I'm at the part in the curriculum where they say, okay, go do this. They basically they have like a prep course and then they have the real course. I'm in the part of the prep course where they say, okay, go do the exercises on this side to get familiar with Python. Manny Live Type, how you been? Hi AK. Good luck. Cool. And now we can move on to something new. We're gonna remove the code one. I don't think I've done anything in here. So rich editor. I've done this before though, so some people will find it boring, but it's okay. It's okay. Take a look inside the box below, try out the rich editor, info the rich editor's syntax highlighting. It resizes automatically, drag the bottom border for manual size. Cool is true for I in range 0 to the maximum between 3 and 6. Wait, 1 plus 6. 7 minus 4 is 3. 0 to 3. Print. It also colors matching parentheses as you type. 0, 1, 2. So we'll do that 3 times. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You can submit, save, and load with the editor as usual. This lesson is so rich. It has 3 sub-lessons which can be completed in any order. Pick one to continue. Sure. Okay, so in other words, this lesson doesn't have a lesson. We're gonna remove this too, actually. And then, instead, no, I'm not looking for a software development role. Honestly, I don't want a job. I don't I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to make my own things, but I don't know how to do that either. So yeah, I'm trying to get some skills so I can run my own business. Meow, meow, meow. Let's see. Oh, glad you're having a productive. Okay, and then we're gonna do Let's just do it. Should we do it in order this time? No, we never do it in order. We do it in the wrong order. We do B first. Yeah, but it's, yeah, I guess, you know, I will stop trying to control your all's like perception of what I'm doing. You're free to think whatever you want. I'll leave it at that. B notes. I don't think for as hard as I'm working, I wouldn't say that it's like just fun only, but it is fun. But yeah. Freshman IT, but exposed so much programming content. Cool beans, cool beans. But take care. So far, we've performed math calculations using Python's operators and the functions max and min. In this lesson, we will see some more operations and functions and learn how to perform more complex calculations. Math operators. We have already seen how to use operators for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. We will now learn about 3 additional operators. The power operator, which is like star star. The integer division operator computes the quotient of a dividend. No, computes the quotient of A divided by B. I can read. I can't read. Ignores the remainder. Modulus operator computes the remainder when A is divided by B. Yeah. Sorry, I'm moving too fast, but it's okay. So for this, what do I wanna do? Um, 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 um. Mm, mm. Let's see. Describe the behavior of the star operator. And we'll just say raises B. No. This is A to the power of B. A raises. Describe the behavior of the operator. Should I put these in quotes? No, I think that's too unclear. Um, This computes the quotient of A divided by B, ignoring remainder. Modulus operator. I wonder what's if they're synonymous. Don't confuse integer division with floor division. We're discussing the problem that we cannot implement a floor division by a simple division of two integer variables. When mathematical formulas are transferred into code, a common programming error occurs. The floor division operator is implemented by a simple division of two integer types. To better understand the problem behind it, we will implement the modulo operation once with the floor and once with the integer division. The definition of the modulo operation. The modulo operation returns the signed remainder of a division. For example, 7 modulo 5 would be 2 because 5 fits one time into 7, remaining 2. Let us take a slightly modified equation from Donald E. Knuth that defines the modulo operation for integer numbers. The original one is defined for all real numbers. This restriction to integer makes it a bit easier for us. I keep forgetting about real numbers and natural numbers. A real number is a number that can be used to measure a continuous, one-dimensional quantity such as length, duration, or temperature. Continuous means that pairs of values can have arbitrarily small differences. Every real number can be almost uniquely represented by an infinite decimal expansion. The real numbers are fundamental in calculus and in many other branches of mathematics. In particular, by their role in classical definitions of limits, continuity, and derivatives. The set of real numbers, sometimes called the reals, is usually notated as bold R or blackboard bold R, capital R. The adjective real, used in the 17th century by René Descartes, distinguishes real numbers from imaginary numbers, such as the square roots of negative numbers. Real numbers include the rational numbers, such as, I forgot rational numbers were another thing too, the integer -5, and the fraction 4/3. Real numbers that are not rational are irrational. Those real numbers that are roots of polynomials with rational coefficients are algebraic numbers, which include all the rational numbers and also irrational numbers, such as the square root of 2. Other real numbers, such as pi, are not roots of polynomials. These are transcendental numbers. The real numbers can be thought of as points on a line on which the points corresponding to integers are equally spaced. Hmm. That's why it's confusing, because it includes the integers, but it also includes like things that are not integers. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's go back to this. So, I guess the original definition of modulo is for all real numbers, and Donald-Knuth's restriction to the integer makes it easier. What? Or original one what? Let us take a slightly modified equation. So is he doing the modification or are they doing the modification? Modulo operation modulo 1. Let x, y, I don't know what this character means, be real numbers. Let the modulo operation mod be defined as, wow, something, 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 something. So is this supposed to be formatted in math, but then there was an error, so then the formatting didn't work? You know. Have you ever optimized your first Python program? I don't have a Python program. I wonder, do you guys think this is intended, or is this like a visual glitch or like something? I feel like this is supposed to be math, but instead it's like it's like can someone can someone edit this please? That's escaped formatting? It should be formatted, yes. That's funny. That's really funny. The page has some syntax error. People usually express math with a lot of text syntax to make it cruel. Well, it's okay. I bet even if it was formatted, I still wouldn't understand it. So x mod 1 equals x minus this. Is that doesn't even look like absolute value. That's something else. Why does it have little thingies on there? You know what? I'm getting out of here. Let x and y be two integer numbers. The modulo operation mod would be defined as x mod y something. Words. X minus y, x over y does not equal 0. Or x if y is 0, maybe? I don't get it. Let me think about this. Let's say we have like 10 mod 5. Right? 10 mod 5 should just be 0. So we get 10 minus 5 which is 5. 10 divided by 5, which is 2. I don't get it. I don't understand how to read this at all. In a more programmer-friendly language, this equation would read as follows. Okay, got it. Given r, x, and y of an integer data type as input variables, if y is not 0, divide x by y using floor division. Oh, that's what the symbol is. I just said it didn't look like absolute value. Oh, okay. Okay. Divide x by y using floor division. Multiply the result by y. That's 2. 2 times 5. And subtract this from x. Oh, yeah. I forgot PEMDAS. I forgot we had to multiply this first. So 10 minus 10. So you get 0. On the other hand, if x is 0... No. What is with these websites and having typos? It doesn't say that. It says if y is 0, return x. This is supposed to be y. Maybe nobody has ever read this article. Should I write to them? How do I mail them? There's a typo in here. Marcel. Listen, buddy. You can just... Where's your contact info? He's a technical writer. I don't use GitHub. Somebody get this guy. Man. Maybe bookmarks? No. There's no contact page. He has... Guys, that's like a fundamental error. Whatever. It's supposed to be Y. Who knows someone is wrong on the internet? I mean, if x is 0, it will return 0 always. Let me think about that. Right? 0 divided by anything will be 0. Wait, will that? Yeah, this is 0, huh? Yeah. Well, thank you, lobotomize. Shit. Floor division simplified means that the real number result of the division is always rounded down. So this is why I'm reading this article, by the way. This is why it's important, because I feel like there actually is a difference between floor division and integer division, but I've been saying both, and I'm really confused, so that's why I want to read a little bit more. The real number result is always rounded down. For example, 7 divided by 3 would give 1.75. Wait, 7 divided by 3? Huh? Is this AI generated? Is this AI generated, or am I a fucking retard? Isn't it 2 something? Okay, I can't read this article anymore. This is AI generated. Underview, if you don't know, don't say. By default, always assume text online is AI slop. It makes me so sad though, because I actually want to know the difference. The difference makes sense if you think as a mathematician, they really care about preconditions, domains, and edge cases. Even as a non-mathematician, I think it's important because if I don't understand what they are, how can I understand what Python's actually doing? Wikipedia is too verbose. I think that the issue is Wikipedia has a different job. Wikipedia's job isn't to answer, in my opinion, isn't to answer a specific question or query. Its job is to give like general knowledge and information about a topic. So, I don't even want to call it general, but you know. So what I'm trying to say is I don't think on this page. Like, I don't think it's necessarily too verbose. I just think that it's not trying to do that. This is the floor function applied to case 2 or 3. It's sometimes called integer division. An integer quotient is the answer. The floor function takes a real number x as input and returns the greatest integer. Why does this seem familiar? Less than or equal to x. The ceiling function returns the least integer greater than or equal to x. I don't really get it. Takes a real number x as input, returns the greatest integer less than or equal to x. So, for -2 gives 3. -3. For -1 it gives -2. And then ceiling does the opposite. For -3 gives -2. This doesn't really help. I'm gonna leave this alone. I just have to put up with being too stupid to function. compute the remainder when A is divided by B. To explain that little rabbit hole I was just going on, I can't remember if it was integer division or floor division or modulus, but I remember that there was something kind of weird when it comes to like negative numbers. I don't remember which is which. I don't remember what was weird. Yeah. I just remember that the behavior seemed unexpected. I guess we could test it. Like 10 floor 4 or integer 4, 10 modulo 4 is 2. With negative 10, negative 10, integer division by 4. Really? I don't know what it'll give. Gives negative 3. I think this is what I was talking about, or what I was thinking about, rather. Will it still be... Will it still... 10, negative 10 divided by 4. Negative... My brain hurts. Negative 10 divided by 4. Negative 2, right? But is that 2 remaining or negative 2 remaining? I'm actually really confused. Okay, it's a positive 2. I don't know how math works anymore. Every day that goes by, I get stupider and stupider. like, how can you even divide something that's negative by a positive number? Ever think about that? Wait a minute. What does that mean? Is it like some sort of antimatter? Hi, Klutz, how are you? Integer division gives answers closer to 0. Floor division always rounds down. So, lobotomicized. My question is, what does Python do? Integer division gives answers closer to 0. Floor division always rounds down. So wouldn't that mean that this is floor division? Yeah, thank you, lobotomized size. Because that's what I'm saying. They keep calling it the same thing, but it's not the same thing. I think I believe you. I don't know why, but... So I was introduced to it as floor division from somewhere. It's okay though. Alright, whatever. I'll just try to remember that forever. I'm probably gonna forget it again. I hope I don't forget it. Maybe I'll never forget it again. It's still a little bit confusing though. Like, negative 3. That's so strange. Oops. I didn't even know that operator existed. I thought it's a I am going to self-harm in Minecraft. I'm gonna self-harm in Minecraft. The binary arithmetic operators. Built-ins. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm sad. I'm really sad. I feel like I could cheat. Right? Wouldn't it be with theirs? Or do they not even talk about it? I'm gonna self-harm standard operators. What the heck is this? This is not what I'm looking for. Atoms? Hey, they talked about atoms in Little Schemer. The most basic elements of expressions, the simplest atoms are names for literals. I really want to read that book, The Little Schemer, but even though I really liked it when I started it, I'm actually afraid of going into another language right now. I think I should get deeper into Python before I venture out. But it seems really cute. I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain. I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain. So they do call it floor division, at least here. I'm in a lot of pain. You know, I think I'm really struggling because it's like, on the one hand, I thought that computer science would be a very precise kind of thing, right? Because, like, you know, like, I thought precision would matter. Like, words have meanings and stuff like that. But I find out that whenever humans are involved, things always get fuzzy. I was spreading fake news, sorry. Yeah. But you're not the only one, right? Like, why call it something else? Like, why call it integer division if it's not integer division? I've written so much Python code, had no idea about that operator. Oh, well. It's really cool. It's cool. Probably useful in some cases. I don't know. Oh, we'll call this. We'll call this. We'll call it. We're just gonna floor division. Meow. 6 to the 7. Print. It'll just be 0. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Okay. So we should get 2 to the 3 is 8. Then we should get 14 floor division 3. Oh, fuck. Floor divided. How do you say that? Floor divided by 3. Man. Okay. 14 divided by 3. That's like almost 5, but not quite. It's 4. Ignoring the remainder. And the remainder is 2. But what if it was negative 14? This is where my brain stops working again. How many times does 3 go into negative 14? I don't know how to do this. Yeah, my brain already just it just like turns off. Like we literally just looked at examples and my brain already turned off. That. Oh, it was like it always rounds down, right? It always rounds down instead of being the closest to zero. Yeah, I'm in so much trouble. What does that mean? Okay, 3 times what is negative 14? Well, 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. 3 times negative 4 is 12. Three times negative 12, I mean. Is it gonna be negative 5? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, it is negative 5. Yay! Okay, I understand it a little bit. The rabbit hole goes deeper. Even C has different cases for integer division. If both are ints, integer division occurs. 7 divided by 2 is 3. But if any of the numbers is a float, 3.5. If we have to go to the linguists, you know that our science is fucked. Some languages say, what happens when X happens is undefined. Meow, meow, meow. We call this one bonus. Actually, we'll do it separately. Because I make the rules. That's right. That's right. We'll take this. And we're gonna steal it and put it in here. We'll steal this and put it in here. And then this is what we have so far. Not much at all, but hey, it's fine. Why does this look bigger? Am I crashing out? Maybe I'm crashing out. Maybe it's my screen. Ah. Am I having a stroke? I swear. Or something wrong with my eyesight? This text looks larger than this text to me. That doesn't help. Is this like some weird, like optical illusion? Okay, they are exactly the same. I think something about this shape is making this O look bigger. I'm starting to believe in reading the docs. It's fun when you discover things like this. I'll tell you, they got so many secrets in there.